Fasten your seatbelts. Here we go.
It's going really well. The weather's awesome. Couldn't ask for a better weekend. We've got over 100 cars pre-registered, hoping for another maybe 20 or 25 cars today because of the weather. So people will drive. These are fair weather cars. They're not something you drive in the winter or in a rainstorm. So we're looking for additional maybe 20 or 25 cars today. It's been a great weekend.
And that's probably about average or a little bit above what we usually have. But it should be a pretty good turnout today.
Well, that's a great kickoff you do down at your house. It looks like I learned a couple things just by listening to him from being a mechanic on my motorcycles.
Yeah, he's a foremost MG guru, I guess you could say. Actually, he told me he's going to London soon he kind of was kidding around saying he's going to teach the Brits how to tune cars over there. So, I mean, it's a real lost art. And guys that have been doing it like John for, 40, 45 years, there are just not too many of them left, and he's got a real passion for it. He actually named his business University Motors, which was the original University Motors in England years ago, where he worked there as well when he was, I say, a kid. So, yeah, he came in this time to do a transmission rebuild. We actually tore a transmission apart for an MGB, completely tore it apart, and rebuilt it in a day.
Wow.
Yeah. He's pretty good. He's pretty knowledgeable, and there are several other people who come to this show too that are pretty knowledgeable with British cars.
If I remember right, that's a stick shift. So that'd be almost like taking apart a Swiss watch.
It's well, actually, when you open the side of it, you see a lot of teeth, so it scares you immediately. Like one gear has got 40, 50 teeth on it, and then you got 4 or 5 of those, and then there's a reverse gear. It's pretty scary. So that's why we like to try to do things that people wouldn't attempt themselves so they can see what's actually involved with a rebuild. 2 years ago, we rebuilt an engine in 2 days. And, people always want to do it. They get scared because they see all the parts. And there's really not that many movable parts. But taking it apart, remembering where everything goes, so it could be a little daunting at times. But 2 years ago, we did the engine. And we started. I had everything ready to go. In pieces, and we started on a Thursday morning, and Friday afternoon by 3 o'clock, he literally had it on a table with a battery hooked up to it and a little gas can, and we started it right in the table. It was amazing.
That's pretty impressive.
So we're thankful that he comes. He's been coming here for about 16, 17 years now, and we're glad to have him. He's a good draw.
Friday night, Lenny's, great place to go to.
Yeah, I said last night at our dinner, at our Saturday night dinner, that it's nice to have a guy like Lenny in the community who's, it's not open to the public. His museum, Lenny Fiore's, I guess you could say it's Lenny's Classic Cars. It's nice to have somebody in the community that supports British cars for sure, but he's opened his arms and opened his man cave to us, and he's supportive of the club. Lets us come over there. We do our pre-registration. We get to walk around. We get to see all his stuff, and it's like a little private showing for the club. And it's a great draw for the people who attend the show every year. So we've been going there now. This is our second official year there. We went there 3 years ago when he first opened it, but it wasn't fully open.
Hey, it's Jim Stoffel here up at the Central PA British Car Club. They're little show that they put on here every weekend. It lasts in August, 1st of September. And they do a really great job here and fun. We're at the Gymkhana right now. We're watching all the cars doing their things, and it's a good time. We're going to do a nice little run this evening. We're going to go to the pig roast, and then tomorrow the car show at Del Grosso's. So it's a great weekend.
Yeah, my name is Rick Brown. I've been at the British Car Festival for I think at least 15, 16 years. I know we've done things differently a lot of years, but always had fun. It is the best run event and the most fun event that I have ever been to, and certainly one of the cheapest. So it is
very important.
Oh yeah, it is absolutely. The people that run it are class people, and they know how to put on an event. and I thank them for it because I know they work hard doing it.
Rob Hausneck with Taven, New York, between Buffalo and Rochester. Been coming to this show since around 1997 or so. We have 2 cars we've brought down this year. We have a 72 green TR6, and my daughter has been attending for 3 years, and she has a 1972 Triumph TR6. We own a number of cars, Spitfires, we have various things, and we have some other things other than British. So we've been coming here a long time. We've made a lot of friends here. It's a good weekend for us. The club here puts on a fantastic event, a lot of food, a lot of fun, and a lot of friendship.
Hey, hi, I'm Teddy Nicholas, and we're from State College, PA. I'm here with my husband, and we've been coming here to these events for over 10 years, I believe, and we look forward to it every year. It's really fun. We go back and forth to State College every night. We don't stay at the hotel. We brought a 1972 MGB with a V8 engine, does 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. I like to do the Funcana, and I think that's the highlight of the weekend because it's so much fun to try to do things in a short amount of time. But my husband's favorite, I think, is on Sunday when we put the cars on display and people walk around and look at them.
Sure. Hello. I'm Jim Foster, and we're here at the Central PA British Car Club Funcana. It's an event that we do a slow speed obstacle course here, and it's if you were watching the whole time, you see it's highly competitive. As a matter of fact, usually my brother Josh or myself usually win this. Over the last half dozen years, I've won it 2 or 3 times. He won it last year. So we're actually, this is the biggest part of it for us personally. But it's a great event, and the car show over at Del Grosso tomorrow is great, and there's new water park stuff over there, right? Yeah. And so we're looking forward to that, and we need to get a younger generation re-involved in these cars. And if you look around, it's mostly older people, so we need to get some youngsters and get involved and keep it alive. So
That was good. That was nice.
Yeah, that's nice. That was good timing on his part.
Yeah, perfect. All right, I think we're done. How's that? Big question is last night for the little rally around the country. Anybody needs service on their car?
Actually, I have to tell you that in all the years we've been doing this, it's the first time that we've ever gone through it without a hitch. No one needed towed. No one broke down. No one ran out of gas. Nobody had anything certainly catastrophic happen. And that's happened in the past. It is the first year that I can remember that we've actually, and that was a longer ride. It was about an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes before we got to our destination. It went without hitch. It was great.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, it was great that we didn't have to come back and get a trailer and go rescue somebody, or get the toolbox out alongside the road and try to figure out what's wrong with it. So yeah, it went. We left the hotel in Pinecroft area and drove up the mountain, stopped at the marina at Glendale, got out there for about 15 minutes.
That's really great. Yeah, I know. It looked like it was a great ride.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Of course, today's the grand finale, so you can't get any better than this, I think, at the park.
No, once again, Del Grosso's has supported the car club and the show for a long time. We've been coming here going on 20 years now. Once we expanded it to multiple days, it's always been our home for Sunday. It's a perfect setting in front of the sauce plant on old Route 220. The traffic, since I-99's in, is minimal here. So we have a great palette of grass here to park about 120, 130 cars. So they've been wonderful too. They always treat us really well here.
I mean, without you, this event would never happen. I mean, I know it takes a lot of other people, but keeping the plan pretty much the same for next year and the future years right now?
Actually, this wouldn't happen without my wife. Without her, it would not happen. Trust me when I tell you. She's the one that really takes care of everything. Are there plans for next year? There's always plans. You know, even though every year Lori is threatened to bail out on us and saying, that's it, I'm not doing it anymore. But we have plans for next year already in place. But, you know, the date's chosen. I try to find things and ask the car club members. There's about 15 of us that are pretty active in the club. They're the ones that we really sit around and powwow. What should we do? Is it okay if we do this? This is the first time we've ever had any outside vendors like yourself. We appreciate your support too. I said that last night, that, you know, having people in the community that are willing to support it brings more value to the event, so more people want to come and say, hey, you should have been there, you should have went to Lenny's, you should have seen what Kirk did. You know, we have a poster this year, Kirk designed it. So they're nice things. The Dent Hound is here. I found a guy who actually erases small dents and dings in your car, and I thought, wow, what a great thing to bring more value to the event. So yes, next year I'm always looking for different things, and now that we see the success, if this vendor thing works out, I'd like to have some other nice, you know, we don't want to have a flea market here by any means, but I think if we get some people who are willing to put a nice tent up and do some things to expose their business as opposed to worry about selling anything, I think it's more about exposure here to people who are willing to use the products and services that the vendors would have. So that's in the plans for next year. I think that's going to be a big part of what we do.
Sounds good. Sounds excellent. Well, first off, I just want to say from Car Show Clips, thank you for putting this thing together.
Visit our growing collection on Facebook at Car Show Clips and online at vintagecarstudios.com, where you can commission our unique artwork. Enjoy the memories and the machines.